at the start of the Fawley Challenge Cup.
Double vision here, isn't it? Two Tideway Scullers crews here, the A crew on the right and the B crew on the left of your screen.
And they will have done this many times at the club already, so they probably know what the result's going to be before they even start. So what is the B crew's mentality for this then?
Give it everything you've got, right, isn't it? You know, like these guys, as you say, training partners, sparring partners, will be used to sort of giving each other, knocking seven bells out of each other in regular training sessions. But you know, the B crew, you're always going to fancy yourself. Let's try and pull a sneaky one on the A crew.
Yeah, and the B crew yesterday raced against Hampton School, their quad, and won by 2 lengths, so they've already had a round. And they also came second in Marlow in the club Cox's fours. So but here, the Tideway Scullers A crew, you know, 2 lengths maybe. They haven't backed off yet, but you can see that it's going to be a comfortable win, can't you?
Yeah, I was wondering what the strategy would be here, because obviously if you're a club, so you know, a great club like Tideway Scullers School, you know, coached by Chris and sort of Jonathan Williams, so father and son coaching these crews, you know, it's sort of, what if you've got 2 of the same crews, what's the strategy? You know, is it a bit like an F1 team where you don't want to let, like, you know, are you saying like Valtteri Bottas, let Lewis through, you know, we want to get the win here easily and progress, you know, but
that's a really tricky one, isn't it? Because I guess it depends how much difference you think there is between the 2 crews. If it's quite competitive, that you don't want to destroy each other, and then the winning crew has nothing left for the next round. So
yeah,
for the club, it's important, isn't it, to progress?
And just picking up on a comment that so Patrick Reed in the bow seat of the B crew, so will just be out of shot at the moment. I mean, a lovely point, just sort of picking up that obviously, you know, for them they were sort of second at national schools, but they've had a few disappointing races where they've lost by narrow margins, and you know, it's you'd never want to say to a crew, you know, like, take it easy, let the A crew through. So you know, I think yeah, they're obviously both the B crew are giving it the best they've got. It's just this A crew is obviously a phenomenal crew, and they have won the national schools this year, so they are one of the favourite crews for the Fawley this year. And
you know, obviously it's a hugely well-drilled crew, but there's a bit of pedigree in this 2-seat of this Scullers A crew. Gabriel Optholzer, both his father and his uncle both rode internationally, and his father particularly was a Olympic medalist in 1996 in the Cox's four.
And boat race winner as well. So there's a lot of good rowing DNA
including their mother,
there,
who also rode for Oxford.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So great. So there's here really promising crew here from, and I know that they've been racing against Windsor boys quite a bit during the season, and I think the margins are getting closer and closer every race this regatta. So I think when they meet each other, it's going to be brutal.
Yes, and I believe both those crews are on opposite sides of the draw, so they'll only meet in the final, which will be a phenomenal showdown. And as you say, there have been quite close margins throughout the regatta season, with sometimes Windsor boys sort of making a sort of bid for them on the line, which again, being Henley, being unique with the extra 112 metres, I think we might be in for a real surprise to see what could happen this time.
Yeah, totally agree. Good sculling here, being stroked by Matt Hansen in this Tideway Scullers A crew. Again, now they're looking quite comfortable, aren't they? They're really within themselves. But it's quite bouncy. You can see the boat rolling around a bit. It's quite tricky out there with the bouncing, with the wash and the crosswind, I think.
Yeah, you can see that a little bit. Yeah, both boats getting sort of a little bit of a wobble here and there from the wash. Yeah, no, I agree. It's one of those sort of, we're getting to that point in the day, aren't we, where everyone wants to come down and have a good look at Henley, and you get a few extra cruisers on the river here, River Thames. Interesting, actually, there's two guys here, both go to the same school. So Matt Hansen and Connor Eaton both go to American School London. So, you know, obviously club mates, schoolmates, but actually racing against each other today.
So, and it's a great day for the club, isn't it? For all the members who are in the steward to get to see 2 crews in one event racing each other. Lots of red and yellow going down the course today.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's good. It's great for Tideway Scullers School to be displaying such great sculling in what essentially is a wonderful boat class to watch. The quadruple scull. You know, four people with 8 oars, sort of 2 oars each. It's wonderful to watch. You know, all those lines and parallel blades. It's great.
And here as we come down to the line, the last bit of the race. First crew, the Tideway Scullers A crew here. Well within themselves. Quite simple sculling here. So across the line. It's a win there by Clearwater, Tideway Scullers A, with Tideway Scullers B in the Fawley Challenge Cup.